This episode is a day in the life of one of my high school orchestras. Just a little bit of background on the ensemble. I have two orchestras. This is the less advanced orchestra that we're going to watch. This class meets Monday through Fridays. It's 50 minutes long. I didn't show the parts where they're getting out their instruments or putting away their instruments. It's just the instructional time. So I hope you find this interesting. You know, I like going around and looking at other classrooms and seeing what they're up to, and hope that this window into my classroom is at the very least interesting to you. On Friday, I'm going to show you the full rehearsal uncut from start to finish. But today, I'm just going to show you some of the techniques that I introduce to help us get set for Appalachian Sunrise. And we're going to rehearse it a little bit and fix some things. I hope you find it interesting. All right, guys, we're going to do some bowing lane change exercises. Start in bowing lane 5, go down to bowing lane 1, come back up to 5, down to 1, up to 5. 2 cycles, okay? When you drop a bowing lane, where do you point the tip of your bow? Towards the bridge. When you're going up a bowing lane, where do you point the tip of your bow? Towards the pegs. Ready? Start in bowing lane 5. 1, 3, quarter notes. 1, 2, ready. No. Start in bowing lane 5, or else this exercise is kind of not going to work, right? 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, let's do a simple shifting exercise. We're going to shift on the A string, first finger B to first finger D. Okay, the first time we do this, we're going to focus on the left hand. Make sure that we're keeping our left hand shape the same. Make sure that the thumb is coming along with the hand. Everything, we want nice straight wrists. We want round fingers, firm fingers. Ready? Half notes. Okay, slur, half note slurs. 1, 2, ready, and. Straight wrists. Okay, same thing again. This time we're going to focus on the bow. When you're playing B in first position, I want your bow to be in bowing lane 3. Then I want you to take the tip of your bow, point it towards the bridge so that we can change bowing lanes to bowing lane 2 when we're playing the note D. Then back to bowing lane 3 for B. And then back to bowing lane 2 for D. Ready? Focus on the bow this time. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, this time we're going to do the same thing. B to D, D to B. But this time we're going to focus on the elbow. The elbow is going to lead and the hand is going to follow. Elbow goes back, hand follows. Same thing for low strings. Elbow leads, hand follows. Okay, ready? Focus on the elbow. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and. All right, let's partner up. Raise your hand if you don't have a partner. Jared, can we go? No. Benji, you stay. Jared, you're going to go over here. Okay, outside players are going to go first. Inside players, you're going to coach, and I want you to watch for 3 things. I want you to watch their hand, make sure they're keeping a good hand shape. Watch the thumb too. Okay, make sure their wrists are staying straight, no twisty wristies, right? I also want you to watch the bow, make sure that they're changing bowing lanes, and I also want you to watch their elbow. Okay? Watch what they're doing well. Look for areas where they might need to improve. Ready? Outside players. 1, 2, ready, and. All right, give them some feedback, inside players. What are they doing well? All right, again, outside players, pick one thing to work on. Inside players, you're going to try to guess what they're working on. Ready? 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, try to guess. What are they working on? All right, outside players, raise your hand if they guessed correctly. All right, that's most of us. Inside players, your turn. Outside players, you're going to coach. Remember what we're looking for. We're looking for good left hand shape, making sure the thumb is moving with the hand, no twisty wristies. We're also looking to make sure that the bow is changing bowing lanes. We're also looking to make sure that the elbow is leading. Everybody understand what we're looking for? Great. Ready? Inside players. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and. All right, give them some feedback. What are they doing well? What do they need to work on? All right, do it again. Inside players, pick one thing to try to improve. Outside players, you're going to try to guess what they're working on. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, try to guess what they worked on. Okay, raise your hand if they got it right. Okay, raise your hand, and this applies to everybody. Raise your hand if your stand partner did something better the second time than the first time. Okay, that's just about everybody. We're making progress, right? Awesome. Get out Appalachian Sunrise, please. We're going to be working on our 4-bar phrasing. All right, some of the phrases are working pretty well. Some of them are a little bit confusing. Let's go to measure 17. 17 is the beginning of the new phrase. First finds we need a say bow, say bow. Start using bow into that whole note so that we get a crescendo shape, and then continue that crescendo in measure 18. Okay, everybody, 17. Good. Cello's basses, can we make a 4-bar phrase too? Okay, crescendo 2, decrescendo 2. Let's try that. 1, 2, 17, and 2, 3. Okay, same thing at 31. Okay, same idea, different notes, but same idea. Crescendo through the whole note. Okay, make sure we're supporting their phrasing too. 31. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. I feel like we could give a little more in low strings. 31. 2, ready, and. Okay, good. 37. We need to grow during the dotted half notes, not so much of the crescendo on the quarter note that follows. Okay, our dotted half notes are kind of falling flat, and then our quarter notes are really aggressive. That doesn't make for a logical phrase, right? Okay, here's 37. 1, 2, ready, and. Let's try that again. Lighter bows on the quarter note still. We're still getting an accent on that quarter note, and we don't want that. That disrupts the phrase. First violins are a little too loud. 37. 2, ready, and. That works a lot better, because after that quarter note up bow, there's still another measure that we have to grow, right? We can't max out on that note. Awesome. Okay. I really enjoy going and watching other people's classrooms and seeing what they do in rehearsal, and getting some tips and tricks that I can pull from that and take and incorporate into my teaching. If you would be willing to have me come out and film your group so that we can all have a window into what you do in your classroom and learn from you, please email me at teachingorchestra@gmail.com. If you're within driving distance, and if I can get out to you and film your group, and maybe even do a little bit of an interview with you and go over some of your teaching philosophies, that would be great. Send me an email and we'll try to get it set up.